administrator of the de facto government in the homeland, and the one Nigerianist was replaced with him, and he was replaced with the one Nigerianist. If you don't see anything wrong with that, if there's no red flag for you, then you are part of those who can't betray or sabotage Biafra and succeed, because Biafra is a spiritual thing. Biafra is something that you cannot fight and win. Biafra is something that you cannot betray and succeed. Biafra is something that Chukwu Okike Abịama have destined to come. No matter how you try to betray, no matter whatever you do in order to derail or make sure that we did not accomplish the Biafra, where we have autonomy of our communities and our regions, I want to tell you that you have failed even before you started, with all your cohorts put together. Very, very important. So this space this morning is for me and for well-meaning Biafrans to tell you that you can't betray, that you can't sabotage Prime Minister of Biafra and succeed. It's not going to happen. Not this time that we, the Biafran people, have been awakened by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not this time that we have consistently followed our Prime Minister and know what he is capable of doing and saying. Not this time that the Biafran people have lived up to the expectations of the freedom that they crave. We are going to fight you with everything that we have got. We are going to make sure that no matter how many you people are, no matter how many droves you come with, we are going to destroy each and every one of you. With the gods of the land, with the gods of Biafra, you will never succeed. With the gods of our ancestors, you will never succeed. And if you, as a man, as a woman, join hands with the terrorist Nigerian state to bring killers to our land, in order to sabotage Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, in order to sabotage men on ground, the land of our ancestors will deal with each and every one of you. It's not going to be long. Nemesis will catch up with you. So this morning, my wonderful people and lovers of freedom, as I welcome you, please do well to welcome others. Very, very important. Because today we are going to let the cat out of the bag. Whatever you think that you have to counter the evidences against those who are betraying this struggle, bring it on. Because here we tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. There is no way evil or darkness can triumph over light. It's not going to happen. We can never fold our hands and watch the works of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and that of our Prime Minister go just like that. It's not going to happen. And that is why this morning we want to send it as a note of warning to anyone, everyone who in one way or the other is joining the terrorist Nigerian state to continue their evil intentions or evil activities against our people in the homeland. You are not going to succeed. I want you to bear in mind that a lot of people have died for this freedom. Remember what happened between 1967 to 1970. Those children that were starved to death are back. And they are not going to allow you to succeed. This your evil intentions or activities against the Biafran people, the Biafran nation, is not going to happen. karma will definitely catch up with you. Each and every one of you who is standing on the path of evil with the Nigerian state, who are standing against the freedom that the Biafran people crave, who are standing for intimidation, molestation of the Biafran people, who are inviting the terrorists in our land, who are giving them the moral, the impetus to invade our communities and kill our people, who are also trying to disorganize the Biafran defense forces in the homeland. You are not going to succeed. The time to change is now. Otherwise, what will befall you, I tell you, you will have yourself to blame, and your generation will always stand against you to eternity. Because Biafra is our heritage. Biafra is our inheritance. And there is nothing on this planet Earth that can stop Biafra from coming. Millions of you can never succeed. So our Prime Minister made it very clear that you cannot betray or sabotage him and succeed. The same thing we are echoing today. And those of you who are doing all manner of evil, all manner of propaganda, all manner of sabotage, all manner of betrayal against our struggle, against our declared nation, against our commanders on the ground, you are not going to win. You will never win. You will never succeed. This is the message for you today. So it's better you refrain from all these your evil activities and intention against our people, because you will find yourself in a situation that the gods will never forgive you. So I thank you this morning for joining me, and I want you to use this opportunity to share this space so that a lot of people will come. We are going to take questions. We are going to engage people in any discussion at all. But I want to plead with you to be very, very civil. I don't like taking people out of my space or taking them down. But if you misbehave, it is my space. It is the government space. And I'm going to bring you down. It will not cost me anything to remove you from my space. Very, very important. But if you are civil enough, we can have a conversation. So thank you so much for joining me. Kadiko, your hand is up. Biafran Lezen, what happened? I can't see you again. So welcome. Kadiko, you have the mic now.
Yeah, good morning from here. Good morning, Biafrans. Yes, it's always important to clarify things, because the way things are going, the way this movement and this struggle is going, people are being confused. You know, people are being deceived. But those that have this spirit of Biafra in them, that actually want Biafra to succeed, have to put it on themselves to be able to clarify things to the Biafran people. That yes, it's getting, nobody is happy, and I wouldn't want his effort to be I'm confused. I'm one of those that are very confused, you know, not knowing where to go, trying to understand, you know, what is going on, trying to understand what is happening.
Why are you confused? Do you have any question? Where are you confused?
After That is what I'm trying to explain to you. So after our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, announced that yes, Biafra December, and then he was picked up maybe a week before then. My understanding and what I be able to catch everything was even before he was picked up for questioning. And then he had cabinet, people that were working with him, and those people were also with him because he was not alone doing all the arrangements and then trying to have people that, you know, that are going to have positions, you know, and then appointments for ministers and the rest of them. So I believe that, you know, there must be lists, and he must have, you know, interrogated and then interviewed people that he trusted that will function in those capacities. So after he was picked, and then the convention or the declaration now held on the 29th, some of those that are agitating now, some of those that, you know, we now have two parties. So many of them then were also at the, on the 29th of November. What transpired? What happened that after that 29th, you know, they started having race? What transpired? What happened? You know, because if I listen to Mazi Akparawa, I listen to, you know, the other lady, I get confused. I was like, but you guys were together. You know, you guys were in our Prime Minister's cabinet. You guys were doing all these things. Is it that there's something that you guys are not telling us? You know, is it that this struggle, that this fight, this, you know, power struggle now, you know, is it that there's something that you guys were getting from there that you cannot, you know, resolve in-house, you know, without letting it out of the bag, without letting the whole world, you know, start laughing at us? That both of you cannot sit down in one room, even if it takes 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You resolve it and move on instead of bringing it, you know, on faces, bringing it on media and start disgracing people, start deceiving people, discouraging people like Biafrans, you know, because that is exactly what I see. Because when the red head is not correct, you know, the whole other bodies, you know, will be in disarray. Okay, and that is exactly what is happening, because the heads, people that we are looking up to, you know, are now fighting themselves. What is going on? I need to understand it. I need to understand what transpired. I need to, does it Simon Ekpa did not put everything in the, you know, he was called for questioning. Okay, see all the memos. Can we see all the correspondence? Can we see all those things so that we understand where to go to? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have had your concern.
I hope I'm being heard.
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's your concern. Is very, very good. We understand that. But you see, our Prime Minister on 30th of October made a tweet, which every one of us, if we go back to that tweet, we understand that our Prime Minister might have got a premonition of what is going to happen. But having said that, you will understand that our Prime Minister have a cabinet. We are no longer an organization. We are a government, and everything needs to be done according to the government that we are. What happened to our Prime Minister, or what you see happening today, is something that is not something I can just explain verbatim here for everybody to understand. But in as much as we have chaos, you don't know who to follow, I want you to understand that if you are actually following this struggle and Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, most of the things happening in social media today, you will understand where Prime Minister Simon Ekpa stands. Like, I understand most of you are now following Madam Ngozi Orabueze. Ngozi Orabueze was a COS for Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku. And you know what COS means? Chief of Staff. We have cabinet members. All the cabinet members under Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, all of them are way ahead of Ngozi Orabueze because she is not an elected member of the cabinet. You ask yourself, what happened? How come Ngozi Orabueze now gave herself a DPM, gave herself the power of surrogacy, gave herself the power to dissolve government, gave herself the power to appoint ministers, even when she has no power. So you ask yourself those questions. What happens to the government that we have? What happens to the cabinet members who are well ahead of her in position and all the rest of it? Then, having said that, then you come to the functionality of governance or government. For government to function, there must be a guiding principle or law. Government don't function by, just giving instructions. No. Government functions by law. Our Prime Minister in 2023, there was a Helsinki Declaration, the Biafran Charter, gave us this document as a guiding principle to going forward that will be used as a guide of the government in anything that government is doing. As a matter of fact, when our Prime Minister was here with us, everything he does, he do it according to the charter. When a minister is nominated, he has to be voted by the cabinet members. So, in this case, Ngozi Orabueze, who gave her the power to dissolve the cabinet of our Prime Minister, who gave her the power to suspend some of the elected ministers in government, who gave her the power to now question the finance that our Prime Minister is in charge of, who gave her the power to now question the defense that the Prime Minister gave some people the sole responsibility of spearheading. Okay, then when you listen to her as well, you will hear her and her supporters talk about that the charter is a shadow document. Then you come to the realization that actually these people are not following the Prime Minister, or these people are not working in tandem according to the stipulated principle of the government of Biafra. So, in other words, what I'm trying to tell you is that, my brother, you don't need to be confused. You have to follow the rule of law. You have to follow government as government works. Ngozi Orabueze do not have the power to dissolve the cabinet of Prime Minister. Then, under which act did she now institute a cabinet? And who elected her on a capacity? What law that was signed or was passed and approved by the cabinet that gave her the sole responsibility of doing what she is doing today? That is what you ask yourself. Then, if there was no law, if there was no case that she was voted for, if there was no case that she was voted for, then you should understand that she is on the wrong side of history. And we are not going to accord her any kind of respect because she is not part of the cabinet. In the first place, she had no right whatsoever to do anything as an unelected member of the Biafran government. She is a COS of the Prime Minister. So, in other words, the people of Biafra, the cabinet members that were instituted by Prime Minister still stand very strong. Because they have no power to dissolve them. So they are still very much in place and in government, and they have come together and have been able to elect an acting Prime Minister according to the charter that the Prime Minister and the government went to Finland to sign on October 2023. So this is the issue at hand. This is to tell you that these cabinet members are working according to the ordinance, according to the principle. Biafra Lezen, please, if you can pick it up from here, let me just do one or two things. Thank you.
Please, can I ask one more question, please? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll take it up from here.
Okay. Yes, the question I asked, I also need more clarity because I asked this question. I said there was arrangement, there was plans, on that day of 2nd of December to appoint leaders that would take the struggle further, because declaring Biafra, is now more than having a Biafran government in exile. Okay, so what are those plans? The plans was it to still have the old cabinet members still functioning, in the new declaration, or having more intakes, or having some people dropped, or changing some positions, positions, giving people some new portfolios, and all the rest of it. So what is actually the plan? Can we have it? Because people have been asking this question. Is it to continue with the old cabinet, or reshuffle, or have new members, injected into the cabinet, and so on and so forth? Okay, because these are the plans that, I've been following up. This is exactly what our Prime Minister was talking about, having people that will still drive this struggle further. So I would like to have this list, because I also listened, so many people were called, so many people were asked to drop their resume, and all those things. Where are those people that were asked to submit, their profiles, so that they can be, added to the group or to the cabinet? So we need to have all these things in place so that we have more clarity. Thank you.
Kadiko, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I made my point clear. I said, these things you are talking about, this adding into the cabinet, who is adding who to the cabinet? Is it the elected deputy prime minister, or somebody that want to take over from prime minister? Because you cannot, there is no way we don't marry illegality. We are Biafrans, and we expect that Biafra will be the greatest nation on this planet Earth that will, work according to the rule of law. You are talking about Ngozi Orabele sending out a memo under which power and which constitution or which act gave her the power to even dissolve a government of a prime minister? Let me tell you, the prime minister said even the Tata stipulated that the government will be, dissolved after the convention. But he gave a time frame within the government can be dissolved after we have gotten a full autonomy of our state or of our nation, Biafra. He gave 4-year period. So I now ask you, Ngozi Orabueze is not an elected cabinet member. And I want to ask you, have you seen anywhere, any country that the chief of staff takes over from the president in terms of hierarchy of command? Have you seen that? Kadiko, please respond to me.
Yeah, my brother, we are all fighting to have this Biafra functioning as a country. I do not care who takes over, but all I want to be assured is that yes, those that are taking over are actually working for Biafra.
Kadiko,
yes,
Kadiko, listen to me. I am asking you.
Yes, I'm with you.
Is there any country that is COS have taken over either from the president, any country at all? Is there any country? Can you give me an instance? Because you say you don't care. You need to care because this is Biafra we're talking about. And Biafra, we say, is going to be the greatest nation on this earth that we work according to the rule of law. We are not going to be a lawless society. We have to follow things democratically, how it's supposed to be. And our charter is a guiding principle of how the government should function. So we are following our charter. So I don't understand when you say you don't care who takes over as long as we are working for. No, I ask you a question. Is there any country at all that this COS is next to the president? Please, if you can answer me yes or no, I will be very, very happy. Thank you.
I don't have that record, at hand now. But what I'm trying to point at is this.
You don't have it, okay? Because it doesn't exist.
What is the template? What is the template of what Mazi Simon Ekpa? What is his template for that declaration on that very day? Can we have it? Can we say that template? He put in place for that declaration on the 2nd of December, because all these things must have been signed and sealed. How everything will go forward? Where is that template? He has put in place before it goes. If he was there on that very day, there is something he has already prepared to present to Biafrans. Okay, if he's dissolving the entire cabinet and bringing a different cabinet altogether, okay, or he's still going forward with the old cabinet. He had all those things. He's not an illiterate. Okay, where is that template? I want us to work with that template he has already put in place before he was picked up.
Kadiko, Mazi Simon, our prime minister was never ever going to dissolve any cabinet without having to vote for it in the cabinet meeting. If you can remember, every act that has been passed into law, including the cryptocurrency, including even when they were changed to honorable ministers, they were voted by the cabinet members. The Biafran Charter has specified everything. The Biafran Charter is the template for that declaration you are talking about. So there is no way the prime minister could have dissolved the government.
My brother, let me tell you, I don't believe in
from experience, not what you think.
If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be betrayed by his cabinet,
can you mute this guy?
If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be betrayed by
Kadiko, I want you to understand that this is not assumptions. We are not assuming. We are working with the template of the Prime Minister as it is written in the Biafran Charter. The Prime Minister was not there, but whatever he was to do is already in that charter. The hierarchy of command is stated in that charter, okay? That is one thing I want you to understand. I don't want you to be sentimental about it. The charter is there to guide the government cabinet members when the Prime Minister is not there. Even the charter also guides the Prime Minister in whatever actions and activity he does. The charter does not give the Prime Minister the prerogative right of doing anything anyhow, according to himself as a Prime Minister, but according to what the charter stipulated. And that is why you must look it from that angle, not in the angle of, you know, who is supposed to, who is doing the, you know, who is supposed to take position. No, everybody is free to take position, but you have to follow what the law, the Charter of Biafra stipulated. And that is why we cannot accept whatever is outside the charter as designed by the Biafran people, because that charter is a guiding principle, and our Prime Minister said it is the law that will guide the Biafran people going forward, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to unmute everybody now, but then you have asked your question. Let me bring other people to make their own submission. Maybe you'll be clearer by their own submission. So, Nonso, your hand is up. 1 million.
Thank All right, thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Am I coming out? Am I coming out loud and clear?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Okay, you see, my brother, EKID, because we have been on this issue, if I'm not mistaken now, for the past over getting to 2 weeks or 3 weeks now. We're deliberating on this issue, and I know you very well. You are always on S. You're always on the media, so I expected you to understand better. You see, this thing is something that I will not even want to entertain here. It's good for you to ask questions, you know, but you know, there are some people that will come and ask questions like this, who will want to address those questions, and we keep giving you the answer to your question, but you keep going front and back. My brother, let me ask you one question. Where are you residing right now? Where are you residing? Maybe the way you were asking this question, it seems like maybe I'm sorry, I'm not insulting you. It seems like you are still in the zoo or in Nigeria. Because if you are living in a place where rule and law work, you will not be saying this thing. You come here in the midst of millions of Biafrans. I say you don't care. What do you mean? Is Biafra your property? Does Biafra belongs to Samonepa or belongs to Ngozi or whosoever? Let me ask you one question. Do you think that Ngozi is more important than me? Is Ngozi more important than you? I don't know what is wrong with we Biafrans. Do you know the kind of nation we are fighting for? We are fighting for a nation that there is equality. Do you think that in Biafra land, you will see beggar on the street and you say because this one is a beggar, as long as he's standing on a legal place, begging, then you come there and insult him? My brother, you will go to, they will bundle you like an animal, will put you somewhere that you will never even expect. That is the kind of Biafra where everybody and everybody will be respected and be equal. Biafra is a nation, is a country. You are here telling us that you don't care. That is that the kind of nation, is that the kind of country you want to strive in, or you want to live for your unborn children? We have law, for God's sake. Do you think that because our prime minister, do you think our prime minister does not know that he has not been prepared for an eventuality like this? Everything we have been saying here, we know that, look, it is true that they say they can force the horse to the stream, but you can never force the horse to drink water. You have the right to think whatever you want to think. You have the right to stand wherever you want to stand. But you know, the truth must definitely stand in test of time. Because you know, sometimes when this is the kind of thing that saddens my heart. Do you know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing through in the DSS dungeon, sleeping on the ground for more than how many years? Then you are here. Do you know that because of the foundation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has led, that has got us far to this extent? And when if we have followed the Janja with DOS bastards everywhere, today where would you have been? Oh, my brother, don't see this like maybe like I'm insulting you. But you know, sometimes if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not use this kind of voice to talk to us, we will not get sense. Because many of us have been listening. Do you know the meaning of your same template? You yourself, do you know any template? That charter, have you read it? Can you quote any line or any two lines in that charter? All these things, I don't know what is wrong with our people. With your own eye, you are seeing a criminal, a bastard, a terrorist like this woman, bringing a terrorist Islamic account to your people to destroy them. Within your own eyes, you are seeing this woman destabilizing the whole foundation, the whole template that our prime minister and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has led for us to follow. With your own eyes, you are seeing the destruction and the division that this woman, this evil woman, has want to bring in our midst. And you are here, you are telling me just this, that. If you don't have anything to say concerning the issue, just leave it. Because somebody like you, I don't understand the kind of information you want to get. Because that information or whatever you are thinking that you want to hear, you are not going to get it. Information minister, our deputy information minister, has been here throughout all night. None of you came to ask questions. He has been here throughout, even yesterday, throughout. None of you came to ask questions. And I will not entertain any stupid question from any stupid Biafra. If you don't have any ability to think, go to the listening session, stay there, reason very well before you come up here to take up your mic. We are very, very angry this time around because the kind of evil and the kind of destruction. Were you in Finland? Mazi David, please, we should be very, very careful the way we answer because this guy, I know him very well. He is always bastard. He's always on he's on media. He should not come here to start to
Can you caution this man that is talking? Can you caution him? This is a conversation. You not insult any person. Okay?
Adiko, I understand how you feel, and I know because I've seen you in their space. I know the area you're coming from. That is why I asked you to make your submissions and ask your questions. The truth of the matter is that, my brother, you know why you were in one of my spaces at the earlier stage, and I also accused you of being one Nigerianist. If you remember that you were not sharing the messages of our prime minister until you start joining. Okay, so I know the angle you're coming from, and the issue is that irrespective of the fact that you are with Ngozi or Abuede's side, there is no problem about that. We are trying to tell you people, we are trying to let you understand that we have passed a stage whereby people will now wake up one morning and do their own thing. No, we are now in government, and there is a template that was set in place by the prime minister for us to use the guiding principle of our government, the law of the government, which is the Biafran Charter, to do whatever when the prime minister is not there. We are doing things according to the template of the prime minister, according to the template as laid down by the Biafran Charter. So when you say that, oh, you don't care who is ruling at that particular, which means you are not really following the prime minister, because our prime minister was never, leading us with I don't care attitude. No, there is a reason for everything that is being done by the government. There is a reason for everything that our prime minister have done. He has followed the template to the letter. And I've asked you, have you seen, do you know of any country that the COS will take over from the government? have taken over, or in a hierarchy of rank, where after the president you get the COS, or after Benjamin Netanyahu, is he not a prime minister? Does it mean that when Benjamin Netanyahu is not aware, then the COS will take over? You have the president. You have the president. So there is no way the COS will now come and give instruction to people who are elected in the cabinet of the prime minister. The COS is only a chief of staff to the appointed cabinet members who are not elected. But to those who are elected, all of them are higher in rank compared to the COS. So, my brother, we are following the Biafran Charter, and that is what the Biafran Charter stipulated. The COS have no power whatsoever to even dissolve a government and to form another government, or to even suspend anybody. So that is the area we want you to understand, for you to understand that this is a sabotage on Biafra, and it's a sabotage on Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Ndoko, and we are not going to allow that to sell. So thank you so much for such a question. Now, so I don't know, Biafra Lezen, you're going up and down. Now, so please, you can take it off from there. Check those who are ready to speak and give them the mic. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, can you help me to bring in our own Mazi Ife, because I think I'm having issues of bringing people in. Thank you very much. I welcome each and every one of us once again. I can see my ministers. No, I can see you, Mazi Ezieme. Your hand is up. I'll come to you. Biafra Nation, but Mazi Ben, oh boy, I greet you, sir. Good morning, everyone. My assistant Kiruka, please also try to bring in Kiruka. Oh, she was up before. I don't know what happened. All right. Good morning, everyone. Biafrans. MID Brgie, that is my general. I salute, sir. Short. Yeah, that's my general, sir. Respect. All right. Once more, without wasting much time. Thank you, Mazife. Hello, sir. Yeah. Good morning. Man, without wasting much time. Kiruka from Sovalo. All right, we'll bring you up. We'll try as much as possible to bring you up. All right, we are just starting, so no biased mind, positive vibes. Let's flow and let's deal with our enemies. Thank you very much. God bless each and every one of us. I welcome you, Mazi Ife. Even though you are not yet the co-host, I know I'm already seeing you as my senior co-host here. And it's an honor and a privilege, having you once again in the same space. We have so many lovely people, beautiful people. Our sister Stella, I know wherever you are, very soon. You don't miss the train. You're always on time. I know that you're going to join us. Anyways, that tortoise. Remember, you tell us, go soon done. All right, Ancestral, please, Martin David, help me. Please, I'm having it difficult to bring our people in this morning. Ancestral Warrior is here, or she's requesting for the mic. Without wasting much time, I will give the mic straight to Mazi Emezieme. Go ahead, sir. Good morning. Yeah, Mazi Emezieme, are you there? Because I can see your hand up. Oh, okay. Overtaking is allowed, though.
Can you hear me?
All right, go ahead. Freedom. I welcome you too. Go ahead, Mazi Emezieme. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I thank every full members of the cabinet under our acting prime minister, and I thank the Chukwu who made this day to be like this, for we to know our real enemies inside the house, because the enemies inside is more dangerous than the enemies outside. Today we have seen what is Ngozi or Abeze can bring to us, and her Umazi Ugo 247. I am ashamed of all those things that is happening. We that in Biafra land, we are not happy. We are not happy watching such things playing out. How could Ngozi or Abeze? Mazi, our Prime Minister Mazi Samelepa says that Biafra will be declared on 2nd of December. Why did she declare that Biafra on the 29th of December? And she said that she was under threat. As she was under threat, did she summon the cabinet to say, this is the type of threat I'm getting from people? She just did that out of her own template because she's dancing on Nigeria's tune to destroy our movement. We are not happy. We have seen everything that is going on. We stand with our acting prime minister, and we are fully support in our acting prime minister. God will bless Mazi Samelepa, who made this day to come. God will bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who also made this day to come faster, because we have suffered. Every day we got a terrible news in our own land. Not that the Funanis that is killing us, but the Nigeria itself that is killing his own citizens, those who believe on them. Not we Biafrans. We are not happy. Ngozi Orabeze must step down. Ngozi Orabeze must surely be stopped before something goes wrong. How can a woman come out openly and says that I belong to Nigeria People's Club, and people are there shouting, clapping? Hey, the idiot woman that called Ada Diore Kwensu was there jubilating, talking nonsense, creating chaos, creating problems on social media. That our men on ground, is drinking Gary. Such also all those such evil nonsense. I don't understand how our Prime Minister Mazi Samelepa just appoint such a dirty rat in our media for the first time. I don't understand. Even we that live in this Biafra land, we are not happy watching all those things going on. Instead, now we're supposed to be happy celebrating our independence. This idiot woman have to make us to go back to 1960, 1966, 1967. Can she tell me a nation that's seeking for the independent state without armed struggle? Which nation that got their independence without armed struggle? I don't understand. I don't really understand. For the first time, I saw that woman as an Nigeria agent. And I have been suspecting her on those occasionals she has been going, on those missions that our Prime Minister has been sending him to represent us in Korea. I have been suspecting that woman. I can fully bet my chest that she's not dancing in our own tune of we the real Biafrans. She's not dancing in our own tune. She's going there for her own another interest to sabotage Biafra, and which is what she is doing today. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Let them continue. They think say this one is 1967. They think that this one is the time of Wazirike and maybe this thing. They don't know that we are the ones, we are the children that are prepared for this freedom. A day like this, a time like this, they don't know. You cannot buy us, because I have told them before that this freedom, well, these people are not, you see, Mo just might speak out for broking, because in a practical terms, men are check and balance and okay, somebody like you get who no know our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We get who no know, as in which suffer a person wants suffer again for life. This time me and you wait here. I believe say some of us with that are here now. If we were opportune to be bet, maybe by the same way, and maybe like our Prime Minister, or maybe opportune to have the good things of life, the experience, the education and everything, like someone like our Prime Minister and like our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had, and enjoy all the dividends of life and everything, even before the snap of our finger. Do you think that you will be here, or you will come out and join us to fight for freedom? But do you know the reason why? No. You know the reason why I respect and I now cherish and value my freedom, this Biafra, more than any. I have not seen anything, unless it's God, unless only God that will tell me something that we hear.
our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says that Biafra or nothing, and in that Biafra or nothing we stand.
So
And in that Biafra
hold
or
on, my
nothing,
brother.
we people that live in this Biafra land,
Hold
we
on,
people that
my
live
brother,
in this
because
Biafra land, we
we
know what
we
we are
have
talking.
other people on the line. Okay, please. Thank you.
Biafra or nothing.
Thank you. Please, Emazem, just hold on. You have spoken. Thank you. Yeah, I understand you. So I just want our people to understand the meaning, because freedom is not free. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, sometimes even me, even here in Europe, safe, go to jail, go to prison in Europe, safe, and even spend like months where you'll be having access to maybe other things, like even there's freedom, but it's not comfortable. Not to talk of a king, a prince, our leader, who has not even committed. And if you are in prison, if you committed a crime and you are in prison, there's no problem. At least you'll be praying for the day, hoping for a day for release or something like that. But this one, they just kidnap him and put him there, knowing fully that he hasn't done nothing, just that he's fighting for the freedom, speaking for his people. They are against it, the world are against it, and all that. And he has been sleeping on ordinary ground in the zoo. We all know how it looks like. Some people that does not like you will kidnap you. Do you think that they will be giving you bobo juice? So our people sometimes, because we wake up and sleep and wake up in our home, we go out and come back, we think that this freedom fighting is nothing. Look, we have men in the bush that are protecting and defending our land. It's not easy. It is not easy. In the coal, everywhere, they are doing everything possible to make sure that our land are secured and safe. Then today, you will now see one person will now come out and say, no, that freedom can be bought with money. And maybe somebody will just come and tell me, you see this thing, I'll give you this one, I'll give you that one, then I will just fall cheaply and sell my own land, my future, my generation, my people. It's not possible for someone like me, because I've come to understand the meaning of freedom. This freedom that we are talking about, it is worth more than gold nor silver, more than any other thing in this world. I am telling you. So for that reason, that is the reason why we must continue to remain resolute and focused. Thank you very much. We start wasting much of our time. We still have Mazi David. I don't know if you have anything to say before I give it to Freedom.
I have something to say. Biafra National News.
Biafra National News. Can you hear me?
News. Hold on.
Thank you, Nonso. Thank you so much. What I want to say, what I just want to add to what you said is that, most of our people don't actually understand that we are no longer a group or association, that we are in government, and we should function as government. We should obey the rule of law as governments do function through government. Okay? So when you are coming here to ask questions and to make submissions, bear in mind that as you have government in your places, wherever you are residing, abroad or in Nigeria, so also do we have a government, but our government is in exile. Okay? And that functionality of government in your area is the same thing that happens in our own government. We have a charter that guides the actions and activities of the government. So that everybody should bear that in mind and not come here with your own personal opinion, or you want to force it on people to believe. No, we are not using personal opinion to resolve issues. We go through the government charter, to the government policy, to the government document that gave the government and the cabinet the prerogative right of leading the Biafran people till our prime minister comes are very, very important. This is the template that the prime minister has set. Even when he is not there, the people will decide how they want their government to govern them. Very, very important. And in this case, that is what you see played out when the cabinet members came together and voted to have an acting prime minister. It is not by appointment. It is not by surrogacy. No. It has to be followed according to the charter. That is how it should be done. Because we want to be a nation that can be emulated by every other nation. So therefore, we have to be doing things in accordance with the charter that is a guiding principle of the USB. Thank you so much. I just want to put that out so you can bring
All right,
people in.
thank
Do you
you.
have another
Quickly, we have
co-host there? I'm only seeing you.
Mazi here. I don't know if you can send him the second co-host so that he should come up quickly. Then if you have anything to say,
Okay.
then no problem. He can unmute. Then we go to Freedom. Freedom, you are here. Mazi, you are welcome, sir. Freedom, please, can you unmute your mic and go ahead? And Mazi David, please send the second co-host to thank you. All right.
I was muted. Good morning.
Sorry about that.
Good morning. Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, lovers of Biafrans. Good morning, lovers of freedom. Good morning, our enemies that are listening anonymously. Good morning to those who I believe that that they are matured to understand what constitution or what the law means. So before I go ahead, I always see I always see someone here who always be on our space that I've tried to pick the mic. I think yesterday in the person of Jim Rude Boy or Rude Man. Yeah, I've been seeing him on the space, and he picked up the mic last time, and he dropped. So I would like him to also pick the mic and talk to us so that we'll know who is he. Thank you. So without being said, I just want to say that I wanted to ask Kadiko question concerning what he just said, but I think that he's not here anymore. So I go ahead like to talk to Biafrans who really want to understand why we are here. You see, we did not hate anybody. After all, before the convention, we have been together doing things together, hosting spaces and all that. Everything was going smoothly. Like our sister, I use our sister Auntie Nkiru to give example to people who are against us before that with obedient. And you see, when somebody wants to understand something that is going on, when she understand and turn 360 degrees, she knows very well that, okay, this is not happening anymore. This is not working anymore. She came in and she stood in the right path. And this is what is happening today. So I always use her as a reference whenever I'm talking, even with my friends that don't even know her. My wife know Auntie Nkiru, but she have not spoken with her. But my wife know her because my wife sometimes she will come on space and she knows all these things. So why I'm saying this thing is that we are all matured. We know the road to our mouth. We know when we want to, cross the main road. We know when we want to use the toilet. We know when we want to do all manner of things. You understand? So all these things that are playing. Do you know that I have a picture with Ngozi Orabueze? She came to the hotel where I lodged in Finland, Green Star Hotel. I took a picture of her with her, I took a picture with her. So I love her like a woman that was with Obatobe before. So I never knew that, she had this plan and she's planning all this. So I was even happy that she was the one doing all these things and, trying to make things happen before all these things break out. So when I came, I started seeing the very fast move she's making to change people that have been working perfectly with our Prime Minister and all the cabinet that have been working with Prime Minister, even the account which these people that have break away, that have been using and nothing happened, everything was going smoothly. All of a sudden, these people turned 360 degree and started saying that the account which they have paid in money is fraudulent account and all that. So that is why I'm saying to people here, can't you use your common sense to understand what is playing out, that this woman has an agenda? It's just a very simple, it's very open. It's very open. You don't even need anybody to tell you what is going on. And people are going fooling her sheepishly because once you want to say something, they will tell you, is it because she's a woman? It's not because that she's a woman, that's why we're doing this. We have suffered. People are dying every day. Anybody who fight against the military, defense, and the finance, it is not, that person did not mean well for you at all. That person did not mean well for you. Talk more of the new nation which we are trying to see that we liberate and everybody will start going home. So that is a red flag for me. So why I'm saying this to people who are still sitting, I'm not even talking about we that are here. I'm talking about those anonymously who are against what we are doing, to understand, to see why we are doing what we are doing. We didn't hate anybody, but everything is clear. So somebody who is saying that he doesn't care about who is there and who is not there, I wanted to ask that question: if that person is in Nigeria or the person is abroad, where the government where he reside is working, where the country where he reside are using their constitution, where the country where he reside have law, and that law that that country where he reside have, he is obeying that law and he is abiding with that law. So why can't we understand that when you don't see your president or you don't see your president or prime minister, that the cabinet which the government has supposed to do an election to elect somebody who's supposed to be there by the citizens. After that, they will not appoint who is going to be there. That is how to do something. You don't just come and appoint yourself that you are now this. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Everybody, that's why I said we are all matured. We have sense to understand this. That is what, if to say that Ngozi came and conduct election, I would have voted the person of my choice. That is just it. I didn't she came and do a voting, say, okay, let's do this voting, whosoever that is this, and that is it. But because that she has interior motive, because that she have already planned this since, I don't know, even if it's 2 years ago or 1 year ago, she have already planned this. That is why immediately she came, she wanted to disband everything. And the gullible ones who are following her said that yes, it's because that we don't want her to be there. That is why they ask her to. That is why we are trying to tell her to step down and all that. It doesn't work that way. So why I'm saying all these things is that, please, people should just have common sense to read between the line what is happening. That is all I am here to say. And I cannot stop standing in the right path. The place where I am right now is the right path, and I am here comfortably standing 100% with the charter and with the law. That is all I know. That is it. So when you go to other spaces, they are crying because that they said that the host, David Nnanna, was the one who asked the question that is causing problem everywhere. Why will he ask that question? You see, because some people are running away from the truth. People don't want to listen. People don't want to hear the facts. People don't want to listen and know the truth. So I want David Nnanna to go and bring more questions and write it down so that If there is opportunity that will come up to ask questions so that you ask another one that will scatter the area. That is my own.
Sorry,
You know.
sorry,
So
Edaba. I beg.
so
The bomb when David Dunana drop, never explode, finish. You still yesterday go bring another question. I beg, go bona protect David, please.
so
And
so that
and
so that so
secondly,
that
make I just ask, so my brother Freedom, make I ask you what you talk like. If to see maybe we did for class, and I get somebody like David Nana for my class, I swear I don't go let her rest. I mean, I'm going to sit down every time, make they teach me some for those questions.
so that's it. I just want these our brothers and sisters to see reason what we are doing and why we are sticking on the plan, which is the template which our prime minister, you know, placed before he went for questioning. You know, that is all I know, and I want everybody to stand on that. That's all I can say for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, my brother Freedom. You just, hit the point. You just hit the nail on the head. So, and it's very, very well understood. Mazi Rich, please, I'll get to you. We also have MIT Rich here. Though I see you, where is our brother that we wanted? Okay, Biafran Nation, you are no longer here. Please try to request because I know you have been here before and you're trying to say something. But, all right, without wasting much of our time, I don't know, MID, are you ready
No, so
to say something? Huh? Yeah, Mazife, okay.
Ben, Ben,
No, I didn't see you.
Ben
I
Wabo
didn't
is here
see you.
before.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
No,
No,
Ben
no,
Wabo is here.
no.
Ben Wabo is here before everybody.
Okay, thank you.
I beg, give our father
Mazife,
first. Because, nonso, please let Ife act as a co-host because I've not been able to bring him up for co-hosting. I don't know why.
No problem.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Like here now, sorry, I will greet people first. I'll greet people after I finish. It felt just like listening on my own screen here. You see, these people, they want to start to attack us this morning. But Chiko Biama and the spirit of truth and that area that we have stand firm will not allow them to succeed upon us. Anyway, thank you, David Nana, for hosting the space and our own 1 million. I know the pace anyway, the co-host and all speakers. Rage Fury, thank you. Kiro, our sister, I don't know why the co-host hasn't gone to you. Then Freedom Fighter and Evan. Then our MD Bridge is still on the listener side of my own screen here, but I don't know. Probably when I finish, say one or two things, then I'll just come down to the listening aspects, or I'll just refresh my own phone too. Thank you very much for everything. And as we are here, I think I will have some other ministers. I also say warm greetings to everyone because we're still in the morning. I mean, I'm still in bed. It's just because of that Kadiko FM, because that man is neither anyone that is neither here or there, either cold or warm. Is as wicked and more dangerous than those who is cold and those who is warm. So we have a lot of them like that here. So the topic is there. Prime Minister, you can't, that's what Prime Minister said, one of the brokers said, you can betray every other body, but you can't betray me and succeed. So we should just mark the faces of those betrayers. Anyone that comes onto us here who are double face, they are all betrayers, they are all compatriots of saboteurs. That is who they are. That is it. That's why a few days ago or yesterday I said we should just mark them, relegate them to the listening side because they are more wicked, more evil than the ones who we know that they have already betrayed as it is going on now. So that we should stand firm. So you can betray, but you cannot. The book is there. The Bible is there. The charter is there. Your Nigerian zoo. Let's assume the president of the Nigerian zoo now. when he was sick? Why didn't his own chief of staff just okay in the absence of pass backyard and say you VP and House of Assembly everything bam you dissolve? Do you think there will not be squabble there? He knows the CEO of the zoo that is working for Tinubu, the drug lord, cannot do that because you know that he or she is selected, not elected. I don't know how some people who do you think they have brain. You are there, your constitution. There is no Christianity in your constitution. Only Islam, Islam, Islam. And you are all very, very myopic in reasoning. You not reason. You just keep quiet because the brain of a black man, they cannot reason adequately. Anyway, I will not go. I think I'm okay from here. So thank you very much for giving the mic. I use my mic now, and at the same time, I'll go to the listening side because I like to listen very well. It is when such people come up, that's why see me. I just speak. I'll just say I want to talk because they are absolutely very annoying. You see the truth. You want to pass backyard. Enter. In fact, I don't even know how to equate them. They are foolish. There's no amount of truth a foolish man will see. He will still believe that truth not wrong. Let's be realistic. So, but those who will stand for the truth, they are the people that will win at the end of the time. Thank you very much. I yield my mic.
Thank you very much, Mazube. You see, like what is happening today now. These people that normally come here to ask foolish questions sometimes, I want to ask them too. If assuming maybe when our Prime Minister, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here with us, if our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Prime Minister, was telling us, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, because we need to be mentioning his name, you know. So when our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, was here with us, if assuming maybe he came up and start telling us that now what will happen is we will start anybody that want to join the People's Club of Nigeria, they can come and join. You know, something like this, all this kind of strange, questionable attitude that we, the Biafran people, are questioning today. Does it really mean that even if it is our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we are not going to ask the same questions, or are we not going to continue to stand or uphold our charter? That is my question for them. But anyway, I will leave it there and allow the mic to rule. So I don't know who is the next person to go. Mazi, if are you ready to say something now? Brgie.
Good morning, brother.
Mazi,
yeah, good morning. Greetings to everybody in the house. No, the reason why I picked the mic before is because what Kadiko said, it really made me feel bad. You know, you understand? There is no way you tell me that you want to build a country where anybody, you don't care anybody who take over. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me at all, that statement. That was the reason why I pick up the mic. You understand? I wanted to ask him if he want us to build a country like Nigeria, or he want us to build a country that will rule by the rule of law. How can you just wake up and say that you don't care who takes over? And you want to use it to give example during the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, during the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that was a movement. It was a group. This is a government. Under PM, we have a government. Under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it was a group. So you cannot compare the two. This is two different things. Under this government, we have a charter. You are talking about the template. The template is that charter. Everything that is in that charter, you have to follow it till we get our freedom. The reason why what happened during the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't happen and everybody was confused is because there is no government. There is no charter to follow. So there is no way you will wake up and say that you don't care who takes over. No, now. This is not something that we should be discussing. No. So I just wanted to ask him some questions so that I will know if they want us to build a better Nigeria. You understand? Because when you say something like this, that means you are fighting for Nigeria to be better. And that is not what I'm fighting. And any Biafra without following the rule of law, I'm not there. I'm out. You understand? Everybody is crying in Nigeria, everybody is shouting because of the foundation of Nigeria. The foundation is the reason why today the politicians are bigger than the constitution. When you commit in APC, you move to PDP, they will forgive you. Not the court. They will forgive you. All your sins are over. That is the system Nigeria is practicing. And this is the kind of things you want us to start. And when they talk about this charter, they see it as if it's nothing. It's because of the system, because of the system, that zoo mentality. That is why you see that people don't see law as anything, because they know that every politician is bigger than the law in Nigeria. So, man, sometimes it's not good when we come up and say this kind of thing, because the people are listening to you. You don't know who is listening to you. Somebody can be here with any account. He can even put our name safe, and they will be listening to us just to know what we are doing. And you will come out and say that we don't care about who takes over. When you have a government, somebody just wake up one morning and say that he deserves a government. Who give her the power to deserve a government? There is no way there is no way. Even if you want to reshuffle the government, there is no way.
Sorry,
Without
my brother.
old
Sorry, my brother. Ife, I don't know if you can hear me. Don't be offended. But he said by the power vested on her. Like the question you asked, who vested those power on her?
Nobody.
What document vested the power on her?
See, let me tell you, as far as government is concerned, nobody have the power to give anybody to do anything. You must follow the law. Nobody have power to give anybody anything. I'm the one saying it. I'm not hiding it. I wish, as we are fighting this movement now, there is nothing like a charter. There is nothing like any law. You can say somebody just write you a message and say, okay, take over. You understand? We will start, maybe we can argue it and all those things. But this one, there is already a document. There is a law waiting for everybody, even if you are the top to down. Whatever you see there, you follow it. You cannot wake up one morning, one person will say that I've given you the power to go and take over the government. Man, who is saying this kind of thing, safe? So please, nobody have any power to give anybody to invest anything on anyone to take over government. It's not possible. It's not possible anywhere. So like America today now, one person will wake up because he's a president, he's not around, and he will tell you that I've given the power to my chief of staff to take over America. Now, Mona know they let these people, they laugh at us now. People are listening to us. We are building a government. I know, yes, we are fighting. We are still on the way. And people are using that we have declared our country. We have our country now. We are now United States of Biafra. When Nigeria is still in charge, in control of your land. I don't know when our people will start thinking. You cannot use we are now a country to deceive somebody like me, because as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria is still in control. Till now, they are still in control until we push them out of our land and take over our land. That from there, then you can tell me that we are in charge of our land. But for now, please, don't use all those kind of things to deceive people. Our land is still under, Nigeria is still occupying our land till now. So let us stop all these lies that people are just coming here to lie to us. So, but it's not here again. So let me leave the question. Maybe when I see him again, I will ask him that question. Because there is no government. Nobody is going to build anything that somebody will wake up one morning and say that he is in charge of the country. It's not possible. It's not anywhere. Anybody is. Nobody will give. This is a government. The people have the power. Even in that charter, the power belongs to the people. The people will decide what they want. Not one person will come up one morning. And the reason why I'm in this movement is because the reason why I'm still standing in the movement is because I have seen that the foundation of this government is very, very solid. If it's something that somebody will wake up one morning and say that he's in charge, you think I will still stand here? I will not still stand, because that is not, because that means it's better you are still in Nigeria, because it's the same thing they are practicing. If a local government chairman do anything in our place today, you have no power, because he will go and pack all the whole station, all the police in one station, and use them to chase you out of your community. That is not what we want. We want a country, and in the charter there, that is exactly what is there. Once you misbehave as somebody representing me in my place, I will gather the youth, will capture you and put you in a pocket and lock you up. That is the kind of country we want. Not when somebody will wake up one morning and decide for the whole country that this is what. No. We have passed that kind of stage. Thank you very much, my people. Also,
please give our lady is in the house. Give her mic.
IDB. Go ahead.
Please, David, you don't have co-host again, no.
Dr. David, where are your co-hosts?
To Kiru now.
I've asked him to send me co-host. I'm less busy now. Bring co-host, make I do the job.
Okay,
where is Nonso now? I can't see Nonso here.
Nonso is not here again, no. We're co-host.
They're trying to send co-host to you, Ife.
Send to
Kiruka. Okay, let me see if I'll get her. Okay.
Try and get.
Okay, go ahead. Distribute the mic.
MID. MID, go ahead.
Can I go ahead?
MID.
Okay, MID is here. Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good morning from my location, longitude 03 degrees from the Crosta Terrestre, from Tevres River, Rome. That is the Republic of Pontius Pilate Italianensis. I greet everybody here listening post-Christmas St. Stephen celebration, and I eulogize the God of our ancestors, Chukwu Okike Abiama, for the possibility of Polowakurungboko in the lingua franca Abakalekensis. I welcome everybody here present. I start from the caption, which means the subject matter. PM said, "You can't betray or sabotage me or Biafra and succeed." That was a very, 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 very hard and venom statement from our impeccable Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku. Yes, he inherited such gangantuam quorum from His Excellency, the Supreme Leader of this honorable republic, the Republic of Biafra, because the leaders follow. If you are a leader, you must follow the spirit of our ancestors, which is exercised in this word, whiter than white and whiter than snow. I've never seen white people saying you have to be whiter than white and whiter than snow. It is only the spirit of our ancestors that says so. Meaning you should be righteous always and consistently. That's why our leader said consistency is the key. And I connect it to the biblical hypothesis quotation. Jesus Christ, otherwise known as Yahweh Yeshua, Yahweh HaMashiach, said, "Peter, upon you I shall build my temple, and the fires of hell can never overcome it." So let us take it to the subject matter of today. illegality contrapose over legality is equal to corruption and sabotage. But when legality contrapose over illegality, it is equal to whiter than white and whiter than snow. Yes, my people. Somebody was speaking before this mic was given up to me. He said, or he was trying to say, why is it that we are trying to opt out from the zoo, which means the Nigerian system, and we are trying to replicate or to repeat the same thing that made us to be wanting to come out from that system? And I summarize it by saying the same quote we say: we cannot jump from frying pan to fire. Am I speaking? Am I being heard? If I'm being heard,
yes, we can hear you.
it is better you jump from frying pan, because frying pan is the resultant effect of the heating of the cosmic power, one of the cosmic power, which is the fire. Because when it hits you as a human being or as an animate subject, you should jump. If you are jumping, that means you are looking for a refuge. Don't jump into fire, but you jump into water. Is it WHTO? H2? Just cool down. I am happy because we have outsmarted the devil and the terrorists. Because when Nnamdi Kanu and PM said, you can't betray or sabotage me and Biafrans and succeed, you cannot. We have superseded them. The only way they succeed is by illegality. By illegality. It is very, very simple. I want to bring a philological history here to the creation of all those basic instruments that substantiate, that stands, that makes this our noble, you may say, movement. This noble Biafran Republic to be very strong. It is the words of our ancestors. They said we can never go back to Nigeria. For us never to go back to Nigeria, having realized the loophole we had during that time, we had to modernize our freedom fight, our quest for self-determination. And that brought about Ojukwu after return from exile, Ivory Coast, and Ojukwu quarters. Ojukwu used to have a very, very large village called Ojukwu quarters in Ivory Coast. He's returned because he was heavily sabotaged. Then they said they gave him pardon. And what happened? He had never wanted to go back to Nigeria. That was the spirit that made him to choose one of his sons, trusted son, in the name of Chief Ralph Wazirike, to continue the struggle. Philologically, I am speaking. When you are tired, you give me a sign, I have to stop. Now, his son, Chief Ralph Wazirike, continued. And for him to continue, there was a need for him to form a starting point, what you call an alibi or legal base, through which the people of Biafra will kickstart this request from the ancestors. It was responded by the creation of Movement for the Emancipation of the Sovereign State of Biafra, otherwise abbreviated as MAZOM, right? Then he continued, but you know the enemy are too much. He was heavily sabotaged. They used the likes of Andiuba et al. And sabotaged him while he was in the prison, in dungeon. Then, before he was fully sabotaged, the same ancestor entered Mazinamde Okukano. And what happened? He said, no, you cannot abandon this holistic struggle, because it's the struggle for survival, the only thing we have. Because you may boast of being a billionaire under the zoo, being whatever you may think to be. But at the end, you are nothing. Remember the story of Ibeto. You know whom Ibeto was. Even Abiola, all of us know. All these Duo were indigenous according to their region, their different supposedly country. The Biafra and the Odudua. You know how their story ended negatively because they were being sabotaged. Even before talking about Ibeto, there was a man, the first man, scientist under mechanical engineering from Imo State, who established the first black man to build the engine of vehicle from Imo State. You can remind the world the name of the man. He was also sabotaged. Even if you are the most educated in the whole world, hence you are a Biafran and you happen to go back, you will be sabotaged. They can never allow you. They even arrest intellectuals. They can never allow you. They can never allow that your intellect to be usurped or to come to the light of the sun. Nnamdi Kanu took over the mantle and set the template. I'm telling us that Nnamdi Kanu set lots of mechanisms thanks to the ancestors. Ancestors means the Biafran people who are dead already. They set the template, we have to follow it. They told him, you must create an international organization, indigenous people of Biafra. And he said that indigenous people of Biafra as the first and international organization that will unify the whole Biafrans together. And do what? Under tort law, create a security apparatus that is going to protect promptly our people starting from the periphery, starting from the village. Nnamdi Kanu did that. He organized. Nnamdi Kanu, through the works and the desire and the request from our ancestors, the people of Biafra, told him that he should create emissaries. He created emissaries. And subsequently, he told his emissaries that are very, very secretive, that they must create a government in exile so that that opportunity that was denied from Ojukwu will never be denied again from our people, which is the legality of a governmental operation from the diaspora in the good of the homeland. He also told the emissaries, if there is any shaking in the DOS, this is the way forward, that they should create what to call conflict resolution commission. They did it so that it will be an independent body, neutral, that will surrege the plight, the request, the desire of the people of Biafra. It shall serve as the judiciary till Biafra is liberated. And it's going to be part of what to call fundamental principle in our futuristic constitution. Why I'm saying this philologically is for people who are less interested and less educated in Biafran quest to go back to the book and understand. He told the emissaries to make sure that what happened, there is the creation of a charter, which is what we call as the reference point, guiding principle, through which every principle, every Biafran must get a kind of spoon to, in the sense that must go and read. They must be conversant of the charter because that is the leading light. That is the reason why Ojukwu designed, after the designing of the three-colored flag, he inserted a symbol of light at the center of the flag, which is the rising sun with the star of, may call it Star of David. Exactly that is being done in government in exile, Biafran Republic government in exile. So what we are doing is legal based because it is the law that connotes the desire of God. One person cannot have the imprimatur or the potestas to come out and do anything without following the due process. That is why Nnamdi Kanu did not do everything on his own power, but the emissaries, they were a Department of State or what you call Directorate of State. They were different institutions so that the will of the people will be done. Nobody has the anyhow. Nnamdi can even say he is not launching Biafran army now, but Biafran army will come by the time Biafran people do or does the needful. And the needful was that formation of government in exile. And guess what? What gave government in exile, Biafran Republic government in exile, the power, and the prime minister the power? It was the charter, and which importance made the Biafran people delegates all over the world to converge in 2023, meaning 2023, in Helsinki, an international rendezvous where the presidents of the whole world used to gather to do important, to do declaration and international act.
Media, are you there? Because I cannot hear you anymore. Can someone hear him speak?
No, we can't hear him, Brian. You can take it off from there, please.
I cannot hear him either. I can't even hear
Brian,
anybody.
are you there?
Brian has been kicked out.
Brian.
He has been kicked out. We cannot hear Brian. We can't hear Brian.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
okay, I can hear you. Hello?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. I can hear Brian. Brian, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, David. Thank you, citizens of Biafra. Merry Christmas to every one of us here and those listening from their homes. Thank you, and welcome on board the enemies of Biafra. Welcome on board as well. Yeah, the topic is this. Prime Minister said you cannot and will never betray him or sabotage Biafra and succeed. His point clear, because as they say that now, whoever that wakes up and the gods are with him, be rest assured that whatever he or she is doing, he must surely triumph. Understand? Sabotage, I will be taking it one by one and link it up so that you will know. So that most of you will be saying that, excuse me, most of you will be asking how did Ngozi sabotage? On which aspect did she sabotage or betray the prime minister? I want to elaborate everything for everyone of us here. What does sabotage stand for? Sabotage is deliberate. What I mean, deliberate. The word deliberate, intentional, trying to damage or destroy, obstruct something that is already something that is already working or something that is existing. You deliberately, intentionally try to destroy it, damage it, destroy it, or obstruct it from working. Ifeanyi, please mute yourself. Ifeanyi, mute yourself. Ifeanyi, mute yourself, please. So this is what Ngozi is trying to say. And before I go further, I will borrow from what Mid just said. When you go forward to meet people, the congressmen or other countries, to preach about Biafra, and you tag yourself, you present to them that you are coming from a Biafra government in exile. At the end of the thing, they will expect you to back everything you have said up with a law, constitution, or charter that proved that you guys are government in exile. That is a binding order. A binding order that shows that you are a government in order. With this, they will now conclude that yes, they have a law in place that binded them or show that they are government. So when at the end of everything, you cannot denote to the political world that you have anything binding you, either by charter or constitution. What makes you a government in exile? On what ground are you operating from? You are just floating. The people you are going to meet or your meeting are binded by a constitution or a charter. They expect you that is vying for a nation that will come that will come and be like theirs to have a binding order, and we have it. Why should someone obstruct that binding order, charter or constitution? Why should someone trying to damage it? Why should someone trying to obstruct it? This is what we call sabotage. You betray it by betrayal. You become a treacherous act of giving people's information, submitting it, purposely exposing it, people. So Ngozi have done all this way. She tried to destroy the charter to make us look less important, to make us look less more of a country, makes us look like people that doesn't know their left and right, put us back in a way of organization, not a government. When you destroy your charter, you have destroyed everything the government has worked for. You have destroyed everything they have pronounced, proclaimed. You have destroyed their mission. You have destroyed their mission, where they are heading to. That means you're taking us to a perpetual organization of IPOB ranting people that doesn't want to go home. Today, Ngozi, Ngo, the best. Let me just give you a nickname. Bet you, Ngo. Your government, your bank has won an award. Ngo, I know you're hearing us. Your bank has won a very great award. So kudos to you. Your Islamic bank has won an award in the Islamic country, in a terrorist country called ZU. Who does that? How can a country people that are trying to be on their own, people that are fighting to be on their own, be winning an award in a place they are trying to run away from? Be trying to embrace the people that they said, I am not done with you. Ngozi, your bank has won an award. Your Islamic bank, they won the best Islamic banking system in the zoo. What does that tell you, our people? What does that say? What does that show? That somebody is working for somebody. Somebody doesn't want us to be free. Somebody still want to tie us to these people. Somebody still want to forcefully keep us under marriage. And who is this somebody? Ngozi or Abeze? Is somebody. Because we call a spade and not a farm implement. This is what this woman and that people are trying to do. You try to sabotage a government in place. How? By dividing every of the department. A man has suffered labor for 3 years, gone through research and guidance. You try to destroy every department. By doing that, you are weakening department. You're weakening the people, their mind. You're injecting them with the viruses of let us go. Let us abandon this. You fought to destroy the military. When the military resisted, you came out with the fake things. They are no longer the military, they are fake. The same people that were there doing the needful, feeding us with information on Facebook, and we are embracing it. Now, because of your failure to infiltrate them, your group went and created another rouse. You people have forgotten there is a word, there's a rouse, Ngozi rouse, now created. What does that say? You try to destroy something that your master, a template, a government that worked for people. This has been working for us. It never fed us. Then why should we destroy something that has been working for us? Something that has been giving us name. Something that has been leading us, has led us to 90% of where we are going to. How can a good, reasonable somebody will wake up in a day to destroy an active
working government. Some of your gullible members, like Ugochukwu 247, out in his stupidity and unlearned, I don't know what to use it for. He came and still referring us to the zoo constitution. He's referring us to using zoo as a point of reference to what he is doing. Can someone leak what he or she vomit? The question is, zoo, does they have constitution? Or if they do, who are the people that made that constitution? Were your forefathers consulted? Were your people consulted? But in the case of Biafra Charter, the 40 states were all represented before they put on something. You are now referring people. The Zouk law constitution now became a point of reference to people. We are gullible friends of members in space that during the time of Obasanjo was thereabout, there was a chief of staff or this that took over a military regime that wasn't even democratic in nation. We are talking about democracy, a system that works for the whole world. My people, it is high time we use our thinking faculties to know people that meant well for you, those people that are destroying what Prime Minister has put in place. You came to the state that have been harmonized in de facto government. You split it into two. The question is, someone that is splitting them into two, do they mean well for the people or do they mean bad for the people? You need to be answering this question. You came to a house that are living in peace. You smashed, you divided them into two, create enmity. If such happened in your place of work or in your home, whoever that is doing that, does that person mean well for you? You answer this question before you know who you're siding. And you that are sitting on the fence, there is no need of sitting on a fence. You don't sit on a fence when your house is on fire. This is freedom we are talking about, and we need to go home. Today, you are seeing how they are trying to put their Sharia to the south, to the west, aiming at you people. Today, you see how they are bringing Boko Haram, as a Lakurua, and the rest, new ones, trying to, are you going to sit on the fence and watch them come to your land before you started fighting, or will you defend your land territory first, not to allow them come in first? Ngozi is not thinking about this. What she is thinking about is splitting, dividing the government, power, looking for power where she never kept it. You don't go in search of something you can never get a result, something you never kept or created. You don't take the glory of a man's work to be yours. You can't. This is the proverb that it has started coming. Sorry, I don't mean for every other good women here. The proverb will come and say, when men finish fighting, the women would start to take the glory, start to learn the history. Because there are good women here that are here to maintain the fight, that are here to keep the fire burning until the shepherd arrives. But you wanted it to be yours. I, the first person pronoun. I. Ngozi, in Biafra, there is no I. We are plural. We are plural. We, the people of Biafra, do hereby say, not I. This is a government, not your family affair, not your own personal company. Even your personal company, you can also see the law. You cohabit with your workers to bring out a result, to sell your product. Even in your own family, your living room becomes a public domain for people that will visit you. Unless you don't want a living room, unless you don't want people to visit you, you close the gate. So the I pronoun worketh in your personal life. This is life of more than 70 million, and you're using I as a pronoun. It's not going to work. We are plural. We, the people of Biafra, have spoken and have made use of the charter that was meant for the people of the Biafra and for the Biafrans and Biafra. And through that, we have spoken. So what people said stands, not what one person vomit or spew out from God knows where the person is. So Ngozi, Biafrans are telling you again, as 2024 is ending, hands off, and go hiding, or else 2025, the God of our land will flog you before you enter that. Thank you. I had my submission here, and I will call on Rage, pick up the mic because of where you're speaking from. Thank you. As you all listen.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Greetings to you, great Biafrans all over the world. I greet you, my Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, and to my acting Prime Minister elect, Mazi Isaiah Ogechukwu Kere. Special thank you to you for stepping up at this critical time to make things right. You know, like my brother just said that in Biafra we the people, not I. What I said, you must obey, you must bow. That reminds me all through the time that our Prime Minister was here. He never told us for once that I am in charge. Whatever I say, you must obey. He never said that. You know, sometimes when you meet some of them, they will tell you. Anyway, before I proceed, let me greet my leader, Mazim Nadekano. Special greetings to you, sir, and to the People's Army, the Biafran Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army resistance fighters, Navy and Air Force, every armed group that is defending the children and the women of Biafra. I say a very big thank you to you. Thank you for protecting our land. The BDF, that is their only job. Their job is to protect the children and the women of Biafra, is to protect the youth of Biafra that have been disappeared for years by the Nigeria security agent and organ harvested. The evidences are there. You know, that's the job of the Biafra Defense Forces, right? Starting from the Biafra Liberation Army resistance fighter, Biafra Navy, Black Marine, Drago, Marine, and the Air Force, every other armed group. Their job is to protect life. His great army is commanded by His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, because when all the so-called Nigeria governors in our region have been compromised and turned to stooges to bring the terrorists and bring killers to our land to kill our people, to rape our women, adopt our youth, disappear our youth, you know. Like recently you saw a politician, a House of Representative member saying to a guy from Delta State, part of the old Delta State, Biafra land, that he would disappear, he would make the boy to disappear and nothing would happen. It was all over the social media. So I don't know. If Phil are telling me that they did not see that video, is America telling me they did not see that video? Or it's quite pathetic that, okay, we don't have anybody to actually stand for us. The only man that stood up to fight for us and Finland, because of this bribery, corruption tendency, selfish interest of being promised property, resources that belong to us, they had our Prime Minister incommunicado, you understand? So I'm also appealing to every Biafran, we need to stand up. Nobody's coming to save us. You know, right from time the world has been against us, and we must not be against ourselves. And it's quite unfortunate to see few of our people being used to fight against us. That reminds me of this guy. Is this Akpin? They call him Akpin, Spidality, who has always been dragging Burna Boy, and he's been pushed by a Yoruba man, Yoruba lawyer called Adeyonju. Is it Adeyonju? Yes, that's the name. He's been pushed by this Yoruba lawyer to always drag his brother, and both of them are always at loggerhead. This is how they use our own to fight our own. Sometimes I begin to wonder, is it that Fidelity is so daft? Can't he understand that this person that is dragging you to, pushing you to drag your brother every now and then does not really mean well for you? Burna Boy is your brother, and you keep dragging. This is how they use us to fight us. They use our brothers to fight against us. This is exactly what is happening in Biafra land. This is why you can see few of our people fighting against us. When we are close to freedom, they raise one of your own to bring you down, to scatter everything. During the time of Mazim Nandekano, it happened. During this time of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, it has happened again. Everything that this man has labored for 4 years, sleepless night, everything, they just raise one of our own to scatter everything in the person of Ngozi. Man, it's very, very painful. It's very, very painful. So, like, when you meet some of them, they will tell you if everything that the Nigeria agent Ngozi is doing, if it is Prime Minister that is doing it, will you say no? So then I ask them one thing. During the time Prime Minister was here, every act that was meant to be adopted or that was meant to be dissolved, there has always been general consensus. They will come on media, on live video. All the cabinet will be present. They will vote on it, adopt it. So telling me that Prime Minister will just come up and begin to issue decrees on his own is something I don't understand. Prime Minister will never do that. He's an educated man. It's like it's a law-abiding, it's somebody that studies international law. You understand? So saying all of those things is like you don't even know Prime Minister. They probably due to their ignorance they say all of these things. That is very, very bad. You understand? So the law has been placed there. People comparing. This is not the time of IPOB. IPOB, there were no laid down documents. There were no laws that were voted for massively by Biafrans and adopted, shown on television, shown on YouTube, everywhere, social media. This time around, from 2023, our people gathered in Finland and they voted for this charter, adopted it, and it became law. The law that guides you and me. You understand? So you don't compare this time with the time of IPOB, that was just a group, and whatever agreement they made, no Biafran was aware of it. That's fine. So this is what people fail to understand. And most time when you see people coming to say that I don't care whoever enters there, whoever is in charge, you know, those people that are making these comments, they are just the enemies. They are Nigerians who pretend to be one of us. So when I look at them, I don't actually take them so seriously.
Reg,
a lot of people, yeah.
Please, if you can run up, a lot of hands are up, so you can come back again. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. So my people, we should not give up. The mistake that Nigeria made is to pick an uneducated, illiterate, probably during her time in a Uniben, she did hook up and stuff like that. He did not really learn anything called a critical reasoning, and he did not have a sound education. You understand? So, and it has really affected her. This is why you see every action she takes is filled with mistakes. Look at it now, the Taj Bank that he gave people at home to pay money into. I think it just won the best bank. That just won the best bank as of today. It's an Islamic bank that Ngozi Rabeze gives our people. What else do you want her to confess to you? Eh? Do you want her to say that she's working for Nigeria before you know that she's working for Nigeria? She has said everything. Full-fledged member of the People's Club of Nigeria. The communication with Nigeria politicians. And many more. And people, let me hear the mic here. Thank you very much so as to allow other people to speak as well. My name is Roger Fury, and I appreciate everything that you do. Thank you. I've used the mic.
Thank you, Reg. Thank you, Reg. Thank you so much for that wonderful submission. Of course, everything that she does is filled with mistakes because she is not led by the spirit of Biafra. And that is how it's going to continue until she and her cohorts are finally disgraced eventually. Thank you so much. Brian, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You can see some hands up. Anybody wants to ask questions?
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can I speak, please?
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Evim.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning from here, David Nana and Brian, host. Good morning, Biafra. What I want to say, we have many people many of us are convinced now that this woman Ngozi is fake, based on the many evidence and red flag, apart from wanting to take over government illegally. So we all know these things. So, and if you look at those people that are following her, they are blackmail, don't have any evidence. They are just trying to blackmail, can bring something that form of past life of somebody that has nothing to do with the Biafra struggle. So they don't have any evidence against any of our finance Minister of Information and our acting Prime Minister. So they don't have evidence. So all those things blackmail. And if you look, most of those people that are supporting this woman blackmailing our government, if you look, most of them are all those. If you look now, BOS now, they are no more attacking anybody again. Where are them? Where are all those obedient people and one Nigerianist? So people attacking this Biafra government, they are not Biafra, they are not really Biafran people. So what I just want to say now is this: we have already elected an acting prime minister. So, and the reason why we are always here talking about this woman is because there is a vacuum. Hello, am I still coming out? Please. Hello,
yes, go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. The vacuum is too much. Our elected acting prime minister should come out and begin to should be active. You need to be active on social media, and so that people can have themselves engaged. Because you cannot just leave Biafra people alone like that, and you are not active, telling them no update and all that. It will make them to be weak. So that's just what I want to say. If the ministers are here, they should try and be active. What these people are doing, they are doing nothing. They are only active on propaganda on social media. That's why you see as if they are doing. That's why people think they are doing something. So if our government and acting prime minister and his cabinet and every other people working with him, they need to be active also. They are not active. The delay is too much. Imagine a whole day you will not give any updates on the people. How do you expect them to cope? And this is a struggle that
Mazi.
Hello, am I coming out? Yeah.
Yes. Before you continue, I want to tell you something. The acting prime minister is active not only on social media but as well. You know, there's a duty he was doing while our prime minister was here. Okay. So, and that was why he was elected to act on that capacity until the prime minister comes up. So he is, as I'm speaking with you now, he's always engaged with the people who he's supposed to engage with. And when he's through with what he's doing, he's going to come online to explain to Biafran people. As a matter of fact, Saturday and Sunday, especially on Sunday, he has a town hall meeting with Biafrans. But as you all know, we have an information department of the government set up by the Prime Minister before he was out for the questioning. So the information department is taking care of every other information that you need to know before the Prime Minister joins us. So that is why the information department is there. So if there is any other updates, if you want to see updates, go to the information handle of our Mazi Soni Akparawa. Why the acting Prime Minister is doing his job, why he was elected to go and do. The information department will be giving information on what is happening. Of course, a lot is happening, but unfortunately, we don't send video now because it is the Prime Minister that will have the prerogative right to say, this is the video that should be sent, and this is not the video that should not be sent. So I just want to put it out there that he's active, and you don't expect him to work like the Prime Minister, who is always tweeting. But we should know that we have an information department. If we need information, the information department will be able to direct us through. Thank you. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Brian, I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Mazi. Make your submission so that other people can.
Okay. Please let me round up what I'm saying. Please, what I'm trying to say is this. You know that this is a kind of this moment we are in now is a very crucial moment because of the division that we experience. And if you look at the reason why Ngozi people feel like as if she's doing something is because of what she's doing on social media, the memo and all those things. And the more memo she releases, people will believe it. And so what I want to suggest that our people, our government also, that they need to be releasing their own memo also, and so to us. So they need to be releasing their own memo also.
Even do you want government to give you a fake hope, a fake promises?
No, that is not what I'm trying to.
So we just this is a government that for the past 3 weeks, going to 1 month, there has been waiting for the law to be passed, and the law has been passed. So just relax. Any information that comes out, is authentic. That is what our government is known for. What is Ngozi giving? Ngozi is not showing any information rather than bringing out. This house has been. This person has been sacked. This person is not the new person. This person has been. There's no information she's bringing out. Understand? Because she doesn't know what to do. She's not the people that was heading the lobbies. Ekere was the one with the lobbyists in Congress House, going to Congress House. So, and now as he stands now, the Congress, the old regime is coming to an end. Understand? The United States government has been shut down. Everything is coming to an end to start again in January. But we are moving something. So you wait. It can't be just a tortoise that has been in the pit for years, and the day they want to bring him out, bring tortoise out, they search out, please get me out of here, it's smelling, but you have been there for years. Understand? You wait. When the government brings something out, you know the government has brought something out. We don't force government to give you fake promises or fake hope when there is no hope. Understand? This house has been scattered and it must be put together. You must build your home from inward, from inside to outside. The house is what they're putting together now because this woman has scattered the house from inside. So when your house must be built tight, water low, as in so tight that nothing will penetrate it again. Then you come out. Can you just come out and be saying something when your house is leaking? So you guys, Biafran, you have to exercise patience. But Rose sees the pictures and video because Ngozi want to buga with it. Ngozi want to make mouth with it. Then they seized it from her. Understand? So since she said that the house is public, is internet something, let them go and get the information of people or something that's happening on ground. So the government house was put in place some days ago. So that is it. And wait for the government to do something. So guys, let's not talk about this. About the best G. Please pick up the mic.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My regards to our Supreme Leader Martin Namdekano and to our Prime Minister Alberto Samuel Ekpa. Anywhere they are, God will protect them and bring them back safely to us. I think people can hear me clearly. Am I coming out clearly? Hello? Okay. Ever since this madness of this woman started, I've been going to both life here and their saboteurs life host or whatever they call themselves. Ngozi claims that he knows everything. I so much love that woman from the beginning, but the moment he started this propaganda that is on our acting prime minister and others, they are sabotage, they chop money, they do many all sorts of nonsense that she have been saying. First ex life you hosted, person was asking her if she will be available to address Biafrans every time, as she claims to be the deputy prime minister. I didn't know who. I do not know the person that give her the power to be deputy prime minister or whatever she claims to be. The woman is always hungry, eager to be in control in everything, and which is very stupid. And he said that I have a full-time job. I just can imagine you have a full-time job. Why when our prime minister was around, the man, does it mean that man doesn't have a job? And every single minute, the man is tweeting and the man is giving us breaking news, whatever is happening in homeland or in anywhere. But someone just say if you'll be having time to come and address, they say that you have a full-time job. That is number one red flag for her. And the second one, someone he used his mouth and said that he has in contact with Pedro Obaseki, a politician, a Nigerian zoo politician. That is number two red flag. The third one, all these things I'll be saying and be vomiting is just that is the spirit of our ancestors, those that have lost their life in this struggle that is arresting her. Then you open up and say you're a bona fide a People's Club member in Nigeria. Is that what you are teaching the people, your followers? And people are not, and so those people are following her and are not seeing that. Thirdly, you bring Islamic bank for Biafrans to be donating to where is that money going to? Is it to the men on ground, or are you using it for your own business? And people are not asking her question about that. I think my greetings to this host. I was in that live that day. He asked that question that worthless that round hate with worthless brain will go in the name of Go 247. I think monkeys in the forest, they are very brilliant more than that man. That man has nothing up his score or whatever. So you're shouting, "Oh David, you're asking question. There's no time for that. There's no time for what?" I do watch that useless man tweeting and his propaganda and blackmailing over an innocent people, saying that Ogenkere buy everybody that support them. How much did Ogenkere have to buy all the whole Biafran that knows the truth? I think we have promoted this mad woman too much. We don't give her name very much. We don't praise that thing. Before we, as the year is going to end, we just short everything concerning Ngozi. But I think and his followers, let them go and form their own government. Maybe they want to go and get their Biafra in another planet, or maybe in the in the mass or anywhere they want to declare their own, let them go and do their own. But we should stop talking about that nonsense woman. I think that woman about is taking drug that he's supposed to be giving to the mad person that he's taking care of. He's not taking it on his own to cure his own madness. I didn't mean that Prime Minister know that this woman is a mad woman. I don't think he would have appointed her to be his chief of staff for the first time. But maybe nobody knows everything. The man did not know that this woman is mad, that is just pretending. We should focus and support our acting Prime Minister and those people we know that are doing legit work, and stop talking about. The more we are gathering here discussing about this woman, the more we are promoting his madness. As we are going to 2025 January or the beginning of the next year, we should stop everything with that. What they are saying, let them be saying it, unless we know the right thing, and there's no propaganda or blackmail that will bring out Biafra is going to believe them. No, because we are not dumb. No, you be claiming say you be PhD or whatever. If you like, go and read it in Oxford University. We don't fucking get. After reading all this and you don't have wisdom attached to it, you don't have a single knowledge given by God, not what you acquired by free education. Is nothing. You ways a big cobble. Can you a woman wine need to crowd and woman cannot be controlling a great man and be giving orders. Say you sleep and put yourself a deputy prime minister. No, you are not elected by the Brgie cabinet or your followers cabinet. What nobody elected you. You just self-claimed the deputy prime minister and serious at the same time. This is madness now. I don't. I always like to listen. I don't like to come up and pick a mic and speak, but I have to vomit what is in my heart because we don't too much comment be promoting this madness of this woman. We have to give her this remaining months of this December to promote her a little bit. In January, we stop talking about this madness of this woman. I thank everybody here. I don't have much to say. I thank you very much. Thank you for giving this opportunity to contribute my own opinion. Thanks very much. Dalun.
Thank you. Thank you. If I unmute yourself, please. If I are you there? Unmute yourself. If I
Yeah, I'm here. I agree with you, and I agree with Biafrans. The great Biafrans. I agree with each and every one of you. Brian, I agree with you. David and ANNANG.
I really brother. Welcome.
I agree with all the lovers of the freedom. My sister Nkiru, I agree with you. And Mr. Snow, I agree with you, all of you. I want our people to know one thing. I was in that live broadcast when PM said, you can't betray me or sabotage me and Biafran and succeed. I was in that live broadcast. When our Prime Minister made that comment was when he was still broadcasting live on the, what is it called? YouTube. He made that comment. And I want our people to know one thing. You don't need a Swiss soldier for you to know that Ngozi is a Nigerian agent. Even if a blind man, just you are blind, you can't see, but you can hear. Through the utterances that is coming out from her mouth, you will know that she is a Nigerian agent. And please, our people, you people should stop addressing Ugo as Ugo 247. We should be addressing him as Ugo 24 liar, because he is a liar. Ugo 24 liar, that is what we should be addressing him as, because he's 24 liar. There's no truth in his mouth. And I don't think that he's not a man, he doesn't have a ball. They say that a king does not speak from both sides of his mouth. When you say you are a man, you stand as a man. Nobody push man around. And truth is clear. When anyone is telling truth, you will not see the person stammering or looking for a words to use on that truth that is saying. Truth is always straightforward. But when you see someone lying, he would go from Sokoto to London, from London to Kafanchan in order to cover the lie that is dishing to people. Imagine this woman calling our spring leader a Nigeria agent. That our spring leader was about to be released, but she got the intel from Mazen Namdekan's wife, which was the arch enemy of Biafrans. She get the intel. Now, the woman, she's telling you that it's not a bad thing for you to be communicating with the Nigerian government, because they are the one that will be giving you intel of the move of the Nigerian government. But you, stupid woman that Spirit of Biafra is exposing every day, was in a live broadcast when our PM, Mazi Samanepa, said anyone in this government communicating with any zoo politician, that person is out. And you are now telling us that our PM is stupid. The person you are PA to, the person that you are his COS, which is Chief of Staff, you know what is confusing some of our people when they say this COS, Chief of Staff, they would think it's a very big office that nobody can get in, can get. But they never know is a male secretary. The male secretary. She's a secretary to our Prime Minister. Do you understand? There is so many red flags for you to know that this woman is a Nigerian agent. Now the question you people should ask yourself, all the listeners listening to this broadcast, Fulani people are playing the same template for you guys, and some of our people are falling for it. This was the template that was playing to us when Mazen Namdekan was kidnapped from Kenya. The template of the GOS, the same template is what they're playing to us right now. See, you see me, when Mazen Namdekan was kidnapped, I was calm. But you know when I know that the hand of those GOS are inside, was that first interview Omar that granted to Mazen Chika Edoziem. That first interview, go back to that interview. If you still have it on your domain, go back to that interview. Listen to that interview. You will know that it is the GOS people who sold Mazen Namdekan. But some of them was afterthought. Some of them was not involved inside. It was afterthought that some of them now joined hand with those who sold him directly to collect their own share of the money which was sold, which they use and sell Mazen Namdekan. And Fulani people want to play the same templates to us. And what is the same template? They will go and take somebody which they think that he will be in charge of things, controlling things for them. Now, I said it. I blame what is it called? I blame our cabinet. I blame our government for this thing that is happening today. Why I blame them is this: there are the people who give this woman the platform to do all this thing that she's doing, all this shenanigans that she's doing, because she's just a common COS. I cannot see where elected cabinet will allow a common chief of staff who, even the very first day our PM was invited for interrogation, her job ended that very day. That was the day that her job ended. And you people will write a memo, you people will send that memo to her. You people give her the privilege to be doing all this nonsense that she's doing. But I thank God for the good Biafrans who came and stood firm with our government to show her the place to sit. Because Mazen Namdekan said that when we push you, we'll show you where to fall. Biafra have pushed her and we have shown her where to fall. Thank God for the intervention of the good Biafrans who knew the truth and stood by the truth. And thank God for all the liaison officers who stood by the truth, who said, no, I cannot be pushed over. I want you people to know one thing. Mazen Namdekan said that the Fulani people have bring more than $50 billion. He say they can buy you off. They can buy your house in Dubai. They can promise you vice president. They can promise you everything in order to destroy what you are doing. But they say that you can never destroy this movement. He say not in a million years. Because the hand of Elohim is on it. Now, what is the template? BCOS, what was the first template? The Fulani people who always say corruption, 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 corruption. The BCOS. You go to promote your mind. So they begin to shout corruption, 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 corruption. They begin to ask for accountability. And come and do an account of us, come and do an account for us. We did an account. But all these people asking for accounts that time, they never asked for accountability when Mazen Namdekan was around. It was the same people who I can remember vividly when was someone called Mazen Namdekan on the radio Biafra and asked him for accountability. He asked him, okay, you want me to do account for you so that you go and tell the planet people how much we have in our account so that they will know how to destroy us. That was the response of Mazen Namdekan to that person. Then after that, they see that Mazen Namdekan, our prime minister, was there to block their evil agenda on that aspect. They went again and began to sack every coordinator that refused to align with them. They began to sack them. And Mazen Samanepa was busy talking to people. They began to mention the name of our men on the ground on Radio Biafra. And those men were massacred. They were mowed down on a cold blood. Understand?
Which one will go?
We'll use your own. Please, Brent White, I think I have to drop here. Please, I will speak again, please.
Okay. Yeah. Kadiko FM, are you there? Kadiko, are you there? Okay, you're not there. Igwe King, are you there? Igwe King, are you there? Pick up the mic. Can I be here? Can someone hear me at all? Am I talking to myself alone?
No, you are audible.
Okay, okay, because I'm recording people, I don't know talk to people on the mic. So, David, do you want to say something? What the guy just said? Or should I let Freedom go?
Give me free mic. Give me free mic. Give me free mic.
Go on, Freedom.
No, I said you should give me free mic after if you have speak.
No,
Freedom.
freedom, go ahead. Freedom, go ahead. I'm waiting for Kadiko. Go ahead.
Okay. So, in addition to what my brother that just spoken now said, you know, the accountability stuff, everybody knows when that first accountability came up, when Simon Ekpa just came in. Ifi Yawubiko and the rest came up with that accountability. Biafrans, we will remember what happened in that accountability. Simon Ekpa give them, all of them, they sack all of them, because Simon does not want to, you know, make the account open to anyone. and everything was going fine. These people that are doing all these things that they are doing now kicked against it, and they fight alongside with Simon Ekpa to make sure that those accountability, all of them, they were all sacked. So why now are all of them talking about that the same accountability now that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is not around? Why? Are you not asking questions? Is Ngozi Orabueze, is she more important than Prime Minister? Our Prime Minister, is she more important? Now they know that our Prime Minister will soon come out. Why are they asking for accountability? The person who has been managing that account when our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was around has been handling that fund. Everything was going well. Our men on the ground has never come out and say that they are hungry or they don't have boots, they don't have rain cover, they don't have all manner of things.
Freedom.
Yeah.
I will interject you because I just want to correct this something people are based on this accountability of a thing. I think we all see that's the Emeka Gifts, right? And the rest and the group. See,
yeah.
let me clear this accountability well. For example, now we are here on this side of Oge Kerena, and the Ngozi with our group are working. And we here are demanding for accountability in that area. That was exactly what happened. Emeka Gift and the rest of them wasn't with the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister took over, when we saw the mess and saved the accounts, trying to, in order for the account, because the account portrays something about the government, and they have already siphoned everything there. Remember when the Prime Minister said, if I have had what these people had, as in terms of cash, before now,
yes,
Biafra would have come. Because they siphoned everything, and they took the Prime Minister have to fight to get that government account rolling, and everything started moving again, and we all started contributing for government. People that was never there in your own government, just like me now, trying to demand accountability, calling for an accountability in the government of the zoo when I am not part of the government of the zoo. This is exactly what happened. Not just because you are there and everything. So this was what they were all doing, trying to control somebody from afar. Understand? Trying to pinpoint the Prime Minister from afar, trying to do all those things, try to control him, and he refused. I cannot be controlled by anybody. Understand? So that is exactly what went wrong then. Understand? Thank you.
So that is it. So all this while, when all these things were happening, these people who have break away were there. That is still what I was saying, because they were all there. These people now, both Jide Walker, both, in fact, all of them, I don't even want to call names. They were there. They fight against all these things. In addition, this our Sonny Abarawa that will open space. All these people that break away have never come up for one day and challenge Sonny Abarawa for all these things that they are talking about today. It was now that they started calling Sonny Abarawa, calling Vam, calling even our finance minister, who has been working very hard to see that what we are doing is working perfectly. Nobody has challenged these people before. Why now? Are you not seeing the red flag flying, that most of these people know already what the plan is with Ngozi Orabueze? You know, when you see people in gathered, body language will tell you if these people are with this person or they are not. Because when I was in that Finland, honestly, it was I Nonso and Ekwensu, though Nonso came late. I have spent like 2 days, or I think 2 days or 3 days with in Finland before Nonso came. And when you look at these people body language, I sensed that something is going on. Even one of them gave me account where I will pay in the money of what I bought. But I refused to put that money there because that mandate account which someone gave to me to pay in the money was not where I have been paying money. And because I have that feeling that something is wrong, I held that money. I did not pay. I even deleted that account from my phone immediately. I waited patiently. It was that fundraising that I think it was one last fundraising that we did that I opened up to tell them that I have not paid for that constitution and the whole thing that I bought. And at the end of the day, I paid in my money in that account, which I have been paying money since over 3 years now. Because that is the only account I know that I am safe in, that I have all my information in. That account that this lady brought out now for people to pay in. And these people saw that this account is attached with Islam. Your supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, detests that Fulani, whatever Nigeria, anything Nigeria, he detests it. Followed by his godson, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He never associates himself with anything that has to do with Nigeria. And you, the woman who said that you are following the footsteps of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, you went and linked another account to the New Dimension. And these people did not understand what happened there. They said that account has been like that. But they don't know that this woman linked in that account of recent to use it to fish out people who has been paying money, especially people are in homeland. These are the people who I'm pitying for because they don't even know what is going on with them. After 1, 3, 6 months now, they will start picking them one after the other. They will not know what is going on with them. They might be on the way and police will stop them and pick them up. They will think that police stop us. They don't know that it's because of the account which they have linked their information that they are tracking them. You know what you are fighting for. You know how this country with which we are fighting for detest us. They don't want us to succeed. And someone brought in something that you are seeing in internet, knowing fully well that this account linked to this country which we are trying to break away from, which we have break away from, you still persist to put your money there. No be juju be that. No be juju be that. Something is wrong somewhere because these people that are against what we are doing, I am not really sure if these people are with their senses. Honestly speaking, because I don't know what is playing out. You see? So people should do better to use their tongue and count their teeth. Because we all are Biafrans. I believe that before this thing happened, we all were fighting for one thing. This person now called, in fact, I don't want to call names. Before we went to that convention, we are always in all this one Nigerian space, fighting them. And now, all of a sudden, a lady came in and break us into two. Simon Ekpa has been fighting, telling us that we need to pay, we need to double our pay. We need to double our pay. Now this woman have break this payment into two, just to cripple our men on the ground for them not to get what they want. That is her plan. And I believe that whatever thing she thinks that she's doing, she thinks that she's doing the perfect thing, but she doesn't know that she's not doing the right thing. You see? So we need to do better. We need to do better, honestly. So that's just all. It's just because of what my brother said that made me, pick up the mic and just, to clear my own personal view on what I understand about the whole thing. And I am sure that people here who still believe in what we are doing sees reason from what, from what I've said. So that's all I can say for now before I go on. So thank you all.
Thank you so much. Brian, are you
Thank
there?
you. Mazi David, I just want to chip in something before Brian go. Please pardon me. Mazi Freedom,
please allow Kadiko to speak first. Kadiko. Before network,
I don't
make it go,
because I just want to thank my brother Freedom, because this one are the only person will show me real love. I'm telling you, when I did Finland. Well, there's no problem. God bless you, my brother. Yeah, we move. Go ahead, my brother Kadiko.
Kadiko
FM. Are you there? Are you there, Kadiko FM? You ask your questions or make your submissions. Or otherwise, I'll bring you down. If you are not ready to speak,
maybe he's not around with his phone for now.
Or maybe it's network.
If he just hold on with your question, definitely he will speak.
No, I'm going to. There is something that he said before. You understand? So before he starts, I will play some things. What PM said about that same government, that is saying that he don't care who take over. You understand? And
yeah, that statement was very wrong.
That is the reason why I have been waiting for him.
That statement was very wrong. Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that I and Nonso here, because of the love which we think we have for Biafrans. Do you know how much I personally spend in Finland apart from my ticket and all that? Do you know how much I spend on people? Do you know? Do you know that this Clara Dean now that you saw, I and Nonso went a very far place to buy hot drink that we want these people to drink. After we came back we were looking for where to buy drink for people to drink and be happy that we have declared Biafra. Honestly speaking, there is a way I think I do things sometimes. Sometimes I think I'm being stupid. But it's not like that I'm stupid, but I'm just doing it because of love that I think I'm with my people. But at the end of the day, everything just went drain. I spent a lot of money in Finland for that 5 days we spent before I met Nonso. I don't want to talk about, I have so many things which I discover. I don't just want to talk too much, just to see how this woman came and break this love that I thought that once we come back from Finland, that we are going to be in a very different phase altogether. Be in the mood to do what we have been planning to do. Look at where we are now. So someone who suck her mother breast will now sit down one place and be clapping for the woman that she did well. Please, my brothers and sisters, this is not right at all. I don't even know what will happen when our prime minister will come out to speak. I don't know how he's going to speak. I don't know the fate of these people. I'm still thinking how he's going to talk, honestly. No, so you can go ahead, my brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you very much. I don't know if possible. This one. My brother Freedom. You see, love is something that you cannot explain, and it's just only you can only express it in a little way, kind of way you can. You see, if you notice, you know everything, even in the middle of that morning, early in the morning, in the night, or should I call it in the morning, inside that coal, as we were coming back, because of the passion and the love we had. Do you know? Can you tell Biafrans how many minutes or hours did we stand? You know, when we were trying to convince and convince and
Oh my God.
lecture those Finnish citizens that we met on the
I
way
just
as we
remember
were
that
coming
now.
back from that bar.
I just remember that now.
No, my brother, Freedom, you should see how these people think that they can just tell this whole, our discussion. You just remind me of our discussion, how we were happy. We never knew that all these people were having their own. Me and you were the only person. Oh my God. Well, anyway, Chuko Kikabiama has a way of rewarding people, because we should not be the one telling all
we
these
went
things.
out on that code. We went out on that code. I excused my wife. I told my wife, please
She was angry. She was angry just because of that interview we were doing. I knew that your wife was, because it was unexpected. We spent long time in that bar trying to see how we could able to get something that we can cheer us up, to make us happy, even though we have to pay double or triple price of that amount of this. It is, these things are not something that, but it's only Chuko Kikabiama who sees the inside and knows, and that is why we are being selected and choosing, still standing very strong in the path of truth today. My brother Freedom, I don't think to say, but I'm telling you that Chuko Kikabiama will reward us all, and Biafra is here. Our Prime Minister is going to join us shortly. I am telling you, my heart is really broken, but as a man, I really have to hold myself.
Do you know that, and also do you know that two ladies that were lecturing, one of them is a lawyer, one of them is a law practitioner. You know the slim one, and both of them was like they don't know what is going on, and we have to to take their phone and browse and put Simon Ekpa's profile, and everything pop on their phone, and they started reading. That was when they now know what is going on. People were on their hotel rooms. Most of the, these people that are doing this nonsense now, they are in their hotel room. But you and I went out on that code to buy something, and at the end of the day, we spent not less than 1 hour lecturing these people just to see if they will have their own say to talk in this thing on our prime minister. So I even have problem with my wife that the same day because of going out. Sorry.
What was the full in 2 pounds? Over 4,000 naira.
Okay,
Who is speaking?
These are the issues.
Who is speaking?
It's me. No, it's me, Freedom. It's me, Freedom. Yeah. So at the end of the day, look at what plays out. Look at what plays out. Do you know that I and Snow and one of his friend that hired a car was the one, his friend was the one who even used his car to carry our dignitaries that came from the United States. He was the one who used his car to be taking them back to airport and even bring them. Sorry, he was the one who brought them in and take them back. These are Biafrans who I'm not saying that most of the people who came to that Finland did not do anything, but I am saying like there are genuine people who are silent, but they are doing what they need to do just to show that things are moving smoothly there. You see, putting in my money extra just to see that people, even people who have money, like have food to eat, that night food. You see, so there will not be well with you. Because these are all of things that once we come back from Finland, everything is going to be awesome. Let's merry, let's be happy because we've gotten what we want and all that. Look at where it shall never be well with her. It shall never be well with her, honestly speaking. And no matter what she thinks she's doing, we know she have failed. But let her just shoot her best shot. After shooting her best shot, then Biafran spirits is doing already. For bringing out, for bringing out this woman out now, so that we will know what is going on, and the wheat has been separated from the chaff. That's just what I'm seeing here. So I thank everyone who is here, who are listening, and who believe and who stand on the law and who stand on the charter. Thank you all for now.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let's see if Kadiko FM, are you there? I think if his network drop him, let him.
He has dropped. Again. He has dropped already.
Yeah, let them send him mic. Let him come back and tell us he did not say that thing at all, because because I see the reason why I'm saying it is, if you see the way he defends Biafra in the One Nigeria platform. so when he said it today, no, the thing really touched me, because I know how he moved around everywhere to defend Biafra. You don't understand. So when you now hear this,
he has gotten mine. I think I've said mine.
Yes, when you now hear this kind of thing coming from him, man, I feel bad. Believe me. Because sometimes when they talk about this all these things that these people see, I said something the other day. If they say it's a lie, let them come and debunk it. Me, I did not notice this thing today. Far back, as of last year, I know all these things. When I discover how they are planting people, admin in different states, they will bring somebody from another state and put as admin. When they started all these things, I say no. This is like a coup. It's not today. I decide to keep quiet. I keep quiet because I have tried to make move. Ask question. I try to say anything. Nobody cares. I was asking, how can you bring somebody from another place to come and rule people? All those kind of things. I said, no, this is not possible. I was pushing that time. I was fighting for them to stop those things. You understand? But at the end of the day, today we are here. But if maybe they stop those things when those things were going on, then if maybe they stop it today, all these things will not happen. Because maybe they would have discovered what that woman and that other one that they put as a Secretary of State, what they were doing. I challenged the man. I asked him a question. The man blocked me. I'm not talking about this year. Last year, he blocked me. And when he discovered that the PM have already set up a meeting to meet with us, he now unblocked me and sent me the link. I did not answer him again until we went to the meeting and meet PM, and everything changed. PM told them that no, the people have the power, give them what they want. Still, they did not still change one thing. But it's time for us to take over everything, because nobody can impose anything on us. It's not possible. We are fighting for Biafra. We are not fighting for better Nigeria. We want total freedom. You can't bring somebody from somewhere and put it in my place and tell me to keep quiet. I'm not that kind of woman being. I don't lick somebody's shoe. So please, sometimes if you don't know what is happening, Listen, it did not start today. If you don't know what is happening, sometimes it's good you don't say anything. I know what I have seen in this movement. I decided, even when people are still talking, 2021, when those things were going on. That is why when I see people fighting Sonny, I will be. When things were going on, then many people that are talking today, they were not there. Nobody, they were not. Please, let me just leave that side. Nobody will push me in this movement too. But what I cannot do is to see evil and support it. I don't support evil. Once I see that you are not doing the right thing, I will never ever support you. Instead of me to support you, I will leave. I will go out. That is the best I can do. But seeing evil and I will try to paint it to be good. It's not possible. I'm not that kind of human being. Truth, that is where I stand. There is nobody can change me. So, Kadiko FM, are you back? Let me wait so that when you talk about this government, that they don't care who take over the government. Not this type of government that we are building in Nigeria. Anybody can wake up one morning and take over the government. If you talk, they will use army and the mobile police to kill you. Nothing will happen. But not this government. Because the reason why I'm fighting is because I know what my people are going through for years. I've seen enough. So I want a government where those people who will rule my state, when they wake up one morning to impose or do anything, I will gather people from my area there and capture that person. I'm not joking when I say all these things. I'm not joking. I'm very, very serious. I'm very, very serious. You understand? So that is why I love the foundation that PM have put in place. When people now come out and try to change it, you want to twist it. It's not possible. You cannot change anything again. Even himself said it. We have more organized government now, a solid foundation. So who want to break this foundation? The reason why Nigeria is not working is because the foundation of Nigeria is faulty. It's fake. That is why anybody can wake up one morning and decide, even without the court. And if they take you to court, the judges now for you now. So you win the case. But that's not the system we are building. Please, let's stop all these things. Everybody knows that what that woman is doing is just a breakaway group. Thank you very much, Brian. So when Kadiko when he says something, then I will play that audio for him, so that he will not say this thing again. Nobody have the power to dissolve that government or anything. Nobody. Even if they want to reshuffle the cabinet, the old cabinet member must vote for you before you enter that office. That is a government. You cannot wake up one morning, one person will now appoint. You will be the so person. No. That is not how government work. People must vote. Either they vote you out or they vote you in before you can perform in the government. If the people don't choose you, you will go back to your house and sleep. That is the kind of government we are building now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. The first, your hands have been up. Please unmute yourself.
No. Evans has been here.
Who?
Evans, EVHIS.
Evening has spoken. If you're ready to speak, you
okay.
speak.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I saw his hands up. Thank you. Man, you guys are still awake. I just woke up. I decided to go to space, and I saw that you guys are here. Thank you for keeping on. I heard what the brother said, and trust me, I haven't stopped. I've been doing what I could from my side. If we can at least convince a little bit of people to see that this fight is just ridiculous. You know, if you go to my wall, I'm just writing.
The first.
If yeah,
Welcome back. Long time no see you.
thank you. Long time. If I can at least help a couple of people to see that, you know, because this fight is just ridiculous. It should never have happened. From both sides. Like I said, I'm not one of those that I'm taking sides, but I know where the truth is, and I don't see anybody that doesn't listen see things the way I do as my enemy. It took me a while to come to this realization, um, because in this struggle we've seen a lot of things, a lot of propaganda, lies, deceit, manipulation from both sides. From both sides, don't get me wrong. We see it happen from Nigerian government. We see the manipulation happen from even Biafran people. And when you have, believe it or not, I said something. I said, Mazen Namde Kano structure. Believe it or not, man, they pushed it. They pushed Mazen Namde Kano structure from all angle, but we stood tall. And now the government is being pushed, and it's sad that it's happening from within, from a secretary, ordinary secretary, because that's what I call her. It's a glorified secretary. You guys call her chief of staff. I call her secretary to PM. And what I want Biafrans to do is we have to come up. Mazenam Dekano said, bring your better argument, and then we see who wins. We've done something, you know, they say you do things for so long, and you know, getting the same result is insanity. We've tried to shut people that down, and when they raise like stupid argument, I'm not saying engage with all of them, but those that you feel like maybe a little misguided, you can, you know, say, all right, let me entertain you. Let me ask you a question, because the question I'm asking is, when I listen to them, because I go to other spaces and I hear, oh, accountability, they refuse to give accountability. I said, okay, all right, accountability. All right, let's start with accountability. That is fair. We should expect accountability from everybody in our government, from accountant, from chief of globally, from all the departments. I don't know how many they are, but we should expect accountability from them. But I feel like if we are talking about priority, we should talk about, uh, you know, the priority now is where the PM is. So we should ask the secretary, where is the PM? The secretary should at least give us account, because I don't know about you, but nobody has given me a clear understanding of what's going on. From what I heard, he's on house arrest, and then that wasn't the case, and then just different stories, and we can't even get clear answer from the secretary. To PM, the person that is closest to PM can't give us a clear answer, but she knows how to ask for, you know, where the body is. And this is the kind of argument that me personally I will ask. Why go after the money? Why is the money more important than knowing where the PM is? And this is the question I will continue to ask. If you go to my wall, that's what I'm asking. I'm not against accountability, because when I joined this struggle, I joined the 1,000 men. The original 1,000 men, which if he was, I think if Yogubiko was dead part of, and later that one was, I think that was the one that Nelly hijacked, and we didn't know that was. I think that was during Umeri account saga, and we knew how that one ended, and we had later opened a 1,000 men committee, where you know, a lot of people were brought in, and we started all over again. I was also part of that. And on that platform, for those that were part of that original 1,000 men, on that platform, we were promised specifically from the PM that every month, at least once a month, we'll be getting briefing from that platform. And everybody was excited. You know, finally, this was back when I think he was still the spokesperson. And I said, yeah, that is good. And I'm still part of the 1,000 men. I'm still in the group. And but during that whole period till this day, at least to the best of my knowledge, has only been like, I think, once that, and that was the month after the group was created, that I've seen accountability. And but then we have a government, and nobody mentioned it. Immediately, the PM had issue that nobody really want to tell us what's going on. Everybody now started shouting accountability. Everybody wants to hear of accountability. But none of these people had the balls to say accountability when PM was here. And this is where I have problem. For me, this is where my own problem starts. If you're saying that you stand on accountability and you stand on what's right, then it should be the standard in the government. There should be either a daily briefing where every department brings what have you accomplished in the month. This is part of governance. It shouldn't be whenever somebody feels like it, he will say, all right, come and give account. Then that means that we are not really where we need to be. And the fact that that wasn't the case, for me, it raised a lot of concerns. But the way that's what gave this I'll call him traitor the audacity, because they knew, but they needed an excuse to sabotage the struggle, I may say, by opinion, and they had to go there and they said, all right, come give us account. But nobody mentioned it. For 2 years or so the government has been running. None of them spoke. Even the ones that were in the 1,000 men, nobody mentioned anything about accountability, because you can't really say it. Like I said, you say certain things in this struggle, they'll start looking at you sideways, like, oh man, you are not. But this should have been the standard. This should have been the standard practice, that this is what we do. And if that was the standard practice, Ngozi Orabeze today would not have excuse that she would use to try to entice Biafrans, because some of these people are gullible. I'm sorry to say this, some of our people are sheep, and they are being led to the slaughter. Biafra struggle is, if you read what I've been writing, I said separated emotions from this struggle to be able to see where we're going. We have, some of us have, majority of us have not been able to separate emotion, because when we hear the word Biafra, there is just emotions that, like we feel inside of us, the thought of having our own country. It's just, it makes you like lose your common sense sometimes.
Please, David,
And
David, check your network. The first, go ahead.
And it makes you like feel like this Biafra, like you the only thing you want to think about is Biafra, because I've been that way for so long. And It's unfortunate that those that understand how we feel about our nation use it to manipulate us. Because I'm going to say this, I don't know how to translate it in English, but our people say, no, if onye na-eri ka eji ekwere ọnya. Those that can translate it can translate it. And you know, that's exactly what I've seen happening. And every time we fell into traps, and we keep running round and around in circles and not understanding what is going on. Because today I had to ask myself a question. Okay, we've elected an acting PM who is Oge Nkere, who is our former finance minister. Okay, that is good. But before that, we had